keep resting up. Actually, that's going to be enough resting. Oh, Ifey's pushing in on me. Not appreciate. Alright, you finished that. I could move you down here. No, I need calendar. Yeah, just go ahead and build another farm, then that's going to be fine. It's even along the river, so that's going to be nice. Five turns. What the shit? Oh, come on! Alright, well, let's go and get the archer, after all. There was probably a turn there where I couldn't have actually seen it. I don't know. Maybe it was in the fog of war. It wouldn't surprise me if I could have seen it. I knew there was one buzzing around over here. Hadn't realized it had made its way around. Not enough money yet. And the red is how much more money you need. Oh! Well, that's a difference. Okay, so I need 54 more. Oh! Actually, that's quite cool. Okay, I like it. And yeah, I'm going to keep saving up for these tiles over here. That I am fine with. Do I need to adjust these tiles? I don't think so. I think we're okay. You're actually working the engineer slot. Am I okay with that? Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, I do like to grow the cities, so there's an argument to be made about working one of these 2 food tiles. But the engineer working here is an extra 3 hammers. Plus, theoretically, the great engineer points, which wouldn't be terrible. You know what? I'm okay, actually. We'll see about getting this archer and the settler out a little bit faster. In particular, it'd be nice if we're lined up nicely to start on the Great Lighthouse. And I think we will be. It wasn't in the fog war. Yeah, I didn't think so. Die! Stop stealing my stuff. What are you stealing? Ifey's under attack. Kill barbarians. Yes, well, we'll work on it. How's it? We got 30 minutes left to go. Excellent. I am thirsty. Do I still have a soda? All right. I mean, with this guy over here, I'm less worried about barbarians, but it wouldn't surprise me. Most sophisticated cultures. I only have 2 social policies. That's all right. Temple of Artemis has been built. Yeah, even if we tried it, I don't think we would have been able to pull it off. Let's kill you. Let's move the archer out over here. 4 turns to finish that settler. Good. We'll have it be guarded by the archer over here. What do we have? Barbarians assault Nerilosa. Still a little bit of science. That's okay. Only stole about 1/3 of a turn of science. I'm hoping there's not a barbarian encampment right here. If there is, it's going to be a pain in the ass to kill in time. Nope, we're good. 2 turns away here. Nerilosa demands perfume, and we get another policy. Well, I have to take sovereignty. It will give us an extra +2 faith, so that's okay. I mean, I could go and grab one of these others, but no, I'm going to be quite happy continuing my way up tradition. For every policy I get +4% growth and +1 food in our capital. Wow, by the end of it, we'll get an extra 5 food in the capital from that. I mean, right now you can't see it because I'm doing the settler thing, but that's okay. And yeah, I guess there's nothing to do but to build the farm here, and I think that's going to be perfectly fine to get that going. It's going to turn into another half-decent tile that feeds itself. What's Denmark's ability? It's not that great. My embark units can move a little bit more, and going from sea to land only costs 1. So you can move onto land and then still move again, which is pretty nice. All right, settler, you're going to move over to there. Please and thank you. Next, production. What are we going to sneak in? I think I'm going to start work on another archer. And then that's going to line up pretty well with sailing over here. But I think that's the idea. I could build a workboat to do some scouting for us, but I think I'm going to be happier with the other archer. In particular, I'd like to get something parked near Nerilosa. Or a pair of archers to take out this brute a little bit faster. Improve coffee. We can't yet. We need calendar. And we don't have that. That'll probably be what's next, especially since there's a good chance we might have banana in our jungle. And people pointed out that Herbalist is quite good +1, I mean, +2 food in general is nice, although it has the maintenance, but +1 food for jungle and forest is great stuff. So we're going to get that going on afterwards. You sit tight there. Next turn. Mausoleum of Halicarnassus has been built. Alright, well, I'm still hoping I can get the Great Lighthouse. Three turns to sailing. Improve caffeine, yeah. That will help. Alright, monument done here. We can't start walls yet. Granary, good. We can't quite buy those tiles yet. Actually, we're not making any money anymore because of buildings. I'm tempted to do a military unit over here as well. Or barracks first. Because we do want to take on Seoul at some point. But ideally, we'd like the city to grow a little faster. I think it makes sense to pop out a granary first. Yeah. Because the growth there will be really useful. Okay, Danish settler. I am very happy with this location. We will be able to, if we can get the little pop-up-y thing. I mean, it's a great mod that adds that in. But it's really inconsistent. There we go. About showing it to us. I guess it's a little more consistent if I right-click and hold for the movement. Nope. Even then. There it is. Breaks half the time. Yeah, it's got reach on lots of things. It's a great location for this little canal, and it's next to a river, which is nice for some extra buildings and some buffs. So we're going to do that. I will go ahead and start with the monument as per the others. I think that's going to be great to push out the borders. And I'm going to take this archer and send him back over here to help us take out this barbarian. And the other archer there. And they'll also provide a little bit of defense against potential Korean aggression. But I think we're okay. Get the well. Yeah, the well is really good. Although, I don't think we have to prioritize the well here as much. Let's see, what's the cost of the granary? It's only 1 maintenance. 3 food, and I guess that's all it's going to give us, whereas the well would give us a little bit more in the end. Oh, the well is needed to unlock the watermill. Yeah, right now it's a little bit less. So it just gives you +1 food and production right off, and then 20% of your population to more food and production. Yeah, maybe. Actually, starting with the production might actually be good. You know what? Let's go ahead and do that. Sure, it's fine. I'm going to rather sidetrack the archer's route a little bit to get a slightly different scout. And then we do have to be a little bit careful about that ship, although it is almost dead. It did attack us. Oh, and there's another barbarian ship there, too. Jesus. Okay, that's bad news, but sailing is done. Classical era. Hooray! And run away. Oh, we can't, yeah. We can't get there. I suppose we could run into Ifian territory. Get over here. Fortify. Till healed. We'll get there. Okay, I want to start on the Great Lighthouse. Give me production focus. We'll try to shave a few turns off there. We're not just about to grow, are we? 4 turns, 3 turns. This shaved 2 turns off. Yeah, I think this is fine. 19 turns. Let's see what we can do. We don't have the ability to chop any forest for speed. Actually, we could if we chop this. I think that would give us production over here. And we can... Oh, no, we don't have bronze working yet, so we can't chop at all. Never mind. Archerman. I'm going to pop you in the sea over here, which should be nice and safe. He's gone over here. There's another one going on over there, but they might not have vision. Alright, I'll stand here. Apparently we can't get one shot, so hopefully it's okay. Copper mine be good too. Oh, but I don't have it yet, so... Are you seriously just going to stand there and cockblock me? And the fact that Ife is in the way too is just driving me crazy! Well, he can't one-shot me. And I can weaken him a little bit at least. I'm wondering about going over here. And just risking it. No, let's just run. This barbarian is driving me crazy. This Ifian warrior is driving me crazy. Great library, that's okay. Nerloso can't reach for the bombard. In fact, nothing can bombard right now. This little warrior, like, what a rotten little piece of land we're dealing with here. Why don't you go into friendly territory to heal up, and you can go back over here. That's why we need some military ships. Okay, go back over here, actually. Done, done, done. I really am worried about the worker getting eaten on the way.
Wisdom and virtue are like the two wheels of a car.
Fun fact about the Danish sound toll. If you as a captain tried to break through, you would pay a hefty fine and the cost of every cannonball and bag of gunpowder used to fire upon your ship. Well, that sounds fair. Alright, we've made it across. Hooray! And we can fire on the ship. Okay, the ability to, like, pop onto land and still act is actually really, really quite potent. I like it. Alright, go out into sea. Fire over there, because I don't think that guy can reach. Maybe he can. Let's go and, like, get in his way. With a vulnerable unit, but... Okay, so yeah, we'll have to do the dance. But that's alright. I suppose we could go and improve the wheat over here. I guess I'm just going to do that. And I can't buy. In fact, we're losing gold. I can't buy a worker over here. We may have to build one. I mean, we're getting some decent buildings, which are going to compensate for the lack of workers. Okay, let's compare here. Yeah, so we're still saving a turn by doing this. I might be able to manually work out an even better way to get a few more hammers, but I doubt it. Oh, I hope I get it. I hope I get the Great Lighthouse, because that's going to be an amazing wonder on this map. It's +1 sight, +1 movement for your ships. We can probably do this and get over here this turn safely. We've healed a little bit. We've damaged the enemy ship, and we killed one. Yeah. Pop over. Shoot. Okay, good stuff. And yeah, we don't have the money to buy any more tiles yet. 7 turns away to the Great Lighthouse. Cross your fingers! Watch Quill don't get it because he didn't buy the iron. Oh, buying the copper tile? Would we have been able to afford that? Oh yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. I wonder if we'd still shave a turn off. I suppose I could do the math, but math sounds hard. So that's what you guys were trying to encourage me to do, or a couple of you were trying to encourage me to do. Yeah, it won't shave a turn off now. Yeah, I see. We might have been able to save 1 turn if I'd bought that earlier, huh? Damn. This is really good against wounded units, but again, you know, how often does that happen? And I like to be able to use the archers to help take cities a little faster. Did it shave 2 turns? No, it's still 6. Didn't it go from 6 to 6? Did it go from 8 to 6? Maybe I misread. Okay. Boom. Cleared that, and I wanted to clear it. I didn't feel any particular need to farm those guys any more than that. And they were just kept spawning ships, which would have been really bad. They weren't spawning land units. They were just spawning ships. There we go, calendar. We have Banana by Nerloso. Oh, I gotta rename this city. So small speed. Small speed. Boom. There we are. So only 1 banana. But it is still a banana, which is always nice to end up with. Alright, most likely I'm going to want to fill in the rest of the stuff at this level, because it's all going to be good. We don't necessarily need the trade that quickly. Until... How do we build Oh, we've got the tech for cargo ship. Okay, I would want those soon then. So one of the questions becomes, what do we need to defeat Soul? And the composite bow is pretty good. Where's the, there's the catapults. That might be a thing, and all this tech is very valuable at the same time. Well, let's do this. Actually, let's see if we get iron. That might affect things a little bit. I'm going to park you in the city there. I think I'm going to park you in the city over there, which will give us a little bit of happiness, because we're actually at -1 right now. But we should. It's probably mostly because of security. Yeah, crime. Oh, people are going to complain about oscillation a lot on this map, which is kind of annoying. Oh, well, what can we do? 2 turns away. Hi, Quill. Hi, chat. And also Skull in snaps. Yes. That's something we didn't bring home, is any snaps. But we did complete the Great Lighthouse. The Great Lighthouse of Elliot Howen. Of course, well known for that. All military units get +1 movement, +1 sight. And we get the free lighthouse. And for us, the lighthouse should be the Jellingstone. Or Yellingstone, maybe? I don't know. So we get an improved version of the lighthouse, which is pretty great and is indeed improving all our stuff. Are we getting +2 hammers? Why are we getting 2 hammers here? We should just be getting 1. This isn't giving us any production per. It does actually just give us flat +2 production, which is nice. Oh, is it our god? What's the Pantheon giving us? No, +2 food. Yeah, and fishing boats. Is it? The boat's giving +1. Ah. Okay. Thank you. Alright, but we get it free. We don't have to pay the maintenance, which is nice. A lot of extra production in our capital, which is great. Herbalist is really good, and we might want to prioritize getting that up and running ASAP. But at the same time, getting cargo ships going is really, really, really valuable. Not to mention a trireme for scouting. I do like the Herbalist, but I think we're going to go trireme into cargo ship. I may have wanted to go cargo ship first. Yeah, you know what? Cargo ship first is going to be fine. We'll just trade with Soul, and that's going to be okay to start off with. Alright, you set up. We still have 1 unhappiness. And I'm good with the 3 cities for now. We don't really have a very strong spot right now for a 4th. I mean, we could sort of stick one in over here, but I don't think that would be that helpful, so that's okay. Next turn. 19 turns away from a great profit, which I think is pretty good. Nice if we can get friends with Ify again. They want me to connect copper to the trade network. Well, we can totally do that. Oh, we need more workers. That's what we need. Huh. Maybe even more than the trireme for scouting. Worker there, and I'll build one in small speed as well. As soon as it's done its monument, we're going to start one up. That'll bring us up to 3 workers, which is not bad. But we can at least hook up the copper as soon as the wheat is done, which actually it might be now. It is now. Good. We can hook up the copper, get some relationship boost with Ify. Dun, 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 dun. Statue of Zeus. Yeah, I don't care about any other wonders. We got the lighthouse, and I am frickin' thrilled. We have calendar, so we can hook up the coffee now, not to mention the bananas. Sorry, I just watched Minions on the flight back home from Europe. So I have bananas on the mind. Iron! Yes! Yes! And it's a 6 stack, which is going to be more than enough to handle basically everything we need. So we're good there. Let's get the mine up and running. Oh, you're still in production focus. Let's do that. It's not the end of the world, but Yeah, we do want you to grow a little bit more. I could tune the tiles by hand, but pfft, that's boring. Why would I do that? Why not kill Ify and grab the city? You know what? I get in too much trouble killing off city-states. And I actually think I would like to make friends with the religious thing, at least for now. We'll consider it later. And we're not really in a position to rush them. Well, into granary, I think is good. Still. Unless we want to go herbalist next. Yeah, that'll start to pay off pretty quickly, actually. It's a little bit more expensive than the granary. Oh, the granary does get +1 from the man. So no, that'll still be the one we want to build. Okay. Groovy. Most industrious people. Actually, that's pretty good. Normally the AI is crushing you that way. Oh yeah, more iron over there too, yeah. Very good. So small P is going to get a good production boost. Actually, all my cities are going to be pretty production-y. I like that. Cargo ship. Okay, so... Oh! That's a different little readout over here. It's saying something about, like, tourism. It doesn't really explain it in the pop-up. Still, I think what we're going to do is actually run a trade route to one of my cities to grow it a little bit more. Because, well, actually, 5 gold is quite a bit. No, we have to do that. It'd be nice to eliminate the isolation penalty. Oh, and it's going around to the right. That's... No, it's previewing to the right, but it's not doing that. It's going to go here. Thought it might have busted a little fog of war for us, which would have been handy. That is a lot of gold, and we were losing gold, and I think it's going to be a great thing. Because what, +5? Yeah, so we were losing gold quite rapidly there. So yeah, that trade route's going to be valuable. We are going to get another trade route soon as well, which is going to be great. 4 turns to worker there. I think as soon as the worker's done, we'll probably build... Well, we'll probably finish that trireme. I really got to get our exploration up and running. But then we'll build another trade route ship right away. And might run one internal one. It'll offset some of our unhappiness, because some of the unhappiness is coming from that isolation penalty. They're totally alone. Once we get harbors, then we can eliminate that. But that's quite far, and they're pretty expensive to build as well. Now, -1 unhappiness isn't as bad in this as it is in vanilla. That doesn't completely stop growth. It just gives us a 1% penalty. Boom. And a new policy. So what do we get here? Palace and National Wonders with building requirements gain +2 happiness. Wow, that's a lot of extra happiness. And we get a free court astrologer, which is going to give us +2 science, and a science slot as well. So that's quite nice. It's going to be worked right now. Is that what we want? No, I don't think it is, actually. I think I might want to... I might have to be locking some tiles here. Well, I'll go manual specialist control and just not assign any specialists. We're getting a little bit more hammers than growth right now. Although I think that's okay. I mean, science is really good, obviously, but I think right now getting like 3 of these, either food or production, is going to be better than getting the 3 science. Without doing too much min-max over here, I think I'm still going to be happy with this outcome a little bit more. We don't need to rush our tech quite that much as we need just some basic buildings just up and running. Small speed is quite poor over there. That'd be a good candidate for a mine on this hill, since we can chop the forest now and give them a production boost as well, which is great. In fact, that might be what this guy goes to do. We can build roads, right? Yeah, we've got the wheel. Connecting up small speed is actually probably a really nice thing to do. It should be worth a fair amount of money, and it will eliminate one source of unhappiness from being disconnected as well. And maybe count as money for like an anti-poverty modifier. I'm not sure. Might just affect the capital. But yeah, let's go ahead and build a road up to there in an automated fashion. I think is going to be a good pick. And in fact, when I'm done with the copper, I think I might run over here and help build the road a little bit. Or I might just go directly to the hill. One of those. We'll see. Nerlosa is still building the granary, which I'm quite happy with. Soul is up to size 10. I'm only slightly behind on size, and I did sneak in that wonder, which is nice. You don't have a wonder, right? Oh, you have Stonehenge. Cool. So nice of them to build some wonders for me. Finish the Great Engineer. How far are we from the Great Engineer? Oh, very close. Yes, thank you. We don't have anything to do with them yet. But we will want one. So yeah, okay. Let's... which one was it? Right here. Oh, keep that on. Build a great engineer. Oh, the Royal Forum. Or Roman Forum. Which we would have about to unlock. So that engineer is really going to sit around for a long time. Actually, it's so early in the game. We're going to want to use the engineer to improve a tile, aren't we? I think that is true. Now, the question is, do I want to replace one of these, or do I want to put them on the grasslands? It's outside of my borders now. Oh, maybe small speed. It's usually better to focus your production in one place so that you can build wonders more quickly, though. But I think the thing to do is actually to build it right over here. How far are we from getting a tile? 16. I think if we build it here, it might prioritize grabbing it. I'm not sure. What about on the iron? So if I build this, it will hook up the iron? Will it hook up the iron for me? I know. Also, why would I want a road up here? The auto pathing is a little... I guess it's sort of fine. Let's just do it in little bits here. Then down to here, because the desert is usually a killer for mobility. It does. But then... is there any reason we would... See, the difference is if I put on the iron, that means one less mine that I can build. Mines get improved by forges, which is really nice. I mean, if I build it here, that means one less farm, I guess, that I can build over here. But I think that's less valuable. You get the Hanging Gardens. What is the next wonder that we can potentially steal? Mausoleum's gone. Terracotta Army. You get the copies of the units. Reducing crime in all cities does result in a fair amount of happiness everywhere. Oh, the Hanging Gardens on mathematics. Yeah, that's actually really good. We're going to get the Hanging Gardens, and we'll get it in our capital. We're just going to do that. But you know what I mean? Like, it's the advantage of the manufactory is sort of almost like it lets you put a mine on a flat tile. But yeah, if we can get the Hanging Gardens, that would be quite epic. We might not. It might get built before we even finish the tech. Which, oh, reminds me. Let me move this over this way to the Royal Astrologer. Try to get... Did we shave a turn off? I think we might have. Actually, I guess I could just take that off and do that. So yeah, that's 4 turns. Still 4 turns. Okay. That's 4 turns the way it is. Trireme, done. Build me one more cargo ship, because it is really valuable to do that. You hang tight. And I'm just going to set you on Auto Explore. You might get in some trouble, but that's okay. Hey, a great prophet! I think it's religion time! Boom! Which symbol do we want this time? So Catholicism and Eastern Orthodoxy's already been founded. Wow. This sort of looks like someone wearing a Super Viking helmet. I think I'm going for the Super Viking helmet. Spiky! Even though Vikings didn't wear the helmets. 4th from the east, harpoon. Oh, here? Could be. Wheel, the star. What's like a boat? Which one was like a boat? That's what I was sort of looking for, but I couldn't really... I wasn't getting the boatiness from any of them. A lot of people asking for Shinto. It sort of looks like it's got a boat on the top. It's like a canoe being held up on an altar. Yeah, okay, you know what? The canoe, longboat kind of thing on an altar. There's a ship wheel. Oh, that's true. It does look like a ship's wheel. Ooh. The Raven Lake. No, I don't think I'm going to go bird this time. Alright, a lot of votes for the ship's wheel over here. So, let's name the religion. It is going to be... hold on. I gotta get the list up again. Aerorus. How about the myth of Aerorus is going to be our religion. Boom. Okay. Founder belief. What are we going to take? So all of these gives you a building in your capital that gives you stuff, plus extra things. I think we've done the Elder Council recently. It's good, don't get me wrong. Gain faith when owned unit is killed in battle. Well, that sounds terrible. Why would we want that? Don't want Golden Age points. I'm not going to go Council of Elders, because we've done that. +2 to all the things is really handy. You get more yield during a Golden Age. We know we're not going to do a lot of Golden Ages. We might get a little bit more We Love the King Day. I like the +10 faith is actually really interesting. That's a lot of extra faith. This one's a lot of extra culture. +300 to all national yields when you enter a new era. What does that mean? What's a national yield? Would that be like science, culture, faith? And it's +5 culture all the time. It's really strong. Garden National Wonder. A Sacred Garden. You know what? I like gardens. They're cool. Let's do that. And then what are we going to take this time to mix things up? More religious-y buildings? Maybe. Specialists are way, way, way stronger. I like that as an option. We haven't done that before. Specialists give us +2 of their primary yield. That is actually really quite potent. I still like the... No, did they change the synagogues? Was the synagogues not giving us production before? I think the synagogues used to give us hammers. That is a lot of extra production from diligence. Does tourism count as a national yield? Maybe. Pagodas. I mean, oftentimes, I do like to unlock the buildings. The advantage of not unlocking a building right away means you can dedicate your faith to getting another great profit so that you can enhance your religion. So you know what? We're going to grab Mastery. We're going to have Super Specialists, and then we'll be able to dedicate all of our faith to just getting another great profit that will hopefully unlock a building at that point. I like it. Saga. I like that too. That is very strong. The Saga of Erosis. Boom. Because you're right. It's not a myth to us. Shit, I closed it instead of finished it. Saga of Erosis. Way of Transcendence. And Mastery. Found Religion. Saga of Erosis. Transcendence, Mastery. Wheel. Found Religion. Boom. Okay. So, we've founded our holy city over here. It should spread pretty well, actually. I could have potentially founded it in Nirolosa instead, which would have maybe increased the chance of just spreading it to Seoul. But, you know, capital cities. We are losing money, despite our trade route. We discovered a ruin over here. Lovely. Let's go and do that. And hello! Like, frickin'... I was going to say Horse Island. Well, 2 horses plus the bison and chocolate. Oh, and there's another frickin' ruin over here. Holy cow. Where'd you go? Danish Archer. Oh, I've already got you selected. Go to this one instead first. That's a great spot for a city. Great Engineer. 2 turns to Mathematics, so we're going to sit tight on that one. Thank you very much. And go. Still losing money. Yeah, you're just on default focus. Gonna be fine. But yeah, we're now getting, like, huge. Like, 5 hammers from this Engineer, 5 science from that. Does mean, you know, working fewer tiles, which means you grow a little bit slower. We could lock more tiles for growth, but I mean, these are going to be work no matter what, so I'm actually not too worried. But we'll have to babysit them a little bit if we decide that we want to do something a bit different. But so far, everything seems pretty awesome. Barbarian encampment over here, that's fine. Great engineer, sit tight. Granary in Neuralosa is going to be very good for Neuralosa. So we have another worker there, very slowly being developed. Neuralosa, Herbalist, probably pretty strong for you. Jellingstone, very, very good. Maybe actually, let's squeeze out a workboat first for the fish. It's a possibility then I'll go barracks and start developing military units. We'll see how it goes. So we did just finish mathematics, so we're going to put this cargo ship on hold, or are we? Because we are losing crazy money. Jeebus! Hanging Gardens. Can we insta-complete it? Oh, yeah. Boom. And the free Great Writer. And the free Garden. I mean, I guess you need tradition for it. We may have not needed to compete with it quite so much. We may have not needed to pop it. That being said, oh, we don't have a slot for a Great Work yet. So I'm just going to keep you parked in here. So that's fine. What do we want next? Probably writing. We'll try to get our tech up a little bit more. And maybe ironworking after that. I don't know if we're going to be removing jungle, but we do have steel, so we can build some swordmen. That wouldn't be bad. But we're going to have to wait until next time for that. Got some historic events going on, more ruins being discovered all over the place, and we should really have a monopoly on that, which is going to be really nice. Really looking forward to that. Cargo ship, definitely want you to finish to fix our money issues, and actually we'll probably build a market after that. And then we might build another trireme to do some more scouting. We'll see how it goes. But we have to wrap up the stream today. Next live stream is going to be on Saturday. What's the date on that? Saturday, February the 6th. It's going to be at 12 noon Eastern time. As always, there'll be a video on YouTube for a countdown timer. If you haven't done it already, make sure you hit follow over here. You should get an email alert whenever we go live. But we do stream twice a week, Wednesdays and Saturdays. Wednesdays is always Civ. Saturdays is always whatever the hell I feel like. I have a strong sense that it might be some Crusader Kings. Because we haven't played in for freaking ever, and that might be fun to do. On the other hand, there's also been a new Dwarf Fortress patch, and we haven't done that in a little bit too. I mean, we haven't done, you know, Crusader Kings in years, so it sort of feels like it might be time. And I've been wanting to play it again. They just came out with Conclave, and I realized there's a bunch of new mechanics in Conclave that some people consider to be broken, but it might be fun to play again anyway. We'll see. It'll depend on how I feel like, probably by around Friday when I make that decision. So we'll see what it goes. But thank you everyone who came out today. Thank you everyone who resubscribed today. Thank you for the people who sent in some very generous donations today. Really, wow. As always, I never know how to properly address that, but I will buy much whiskey and chocolate. I do have some excellent, both, I don't know if actually we have any Danish or Swedish chocolate. No, we do. I have these little chocolate eggy things with caramel inside, but I also have some Netherlands chocolate upstairs, which I'm going to appreciate. And then I might go into the Lagavulin 16 that we brought back from Europe, which was another gift from the Copenhagen fan meet, which was awesome. And you know, I think I deserve a little bit for winning our Sweden game. I'm really excited about this one. I think this one's going to be really, really good if I don't F it up. We'll see how it goes. Thanks for watching. See you next time, folks. Bye-bye.